imagine and allow. I love that. Today we're doing reverse folding pose number 9. Imagine and allow. Good. I'm going to read you about partnership. In every area of our lives, we need to know how to work in partnership, both within ourselves and in the outer world. Within our bodies and minds, we need a working partnership between our intellects and our emotions. We also need a working partnership between our parasympathetic, rest and restore, and sympathetic, fight or flight nervous system. When our own hearts and our own minds are in conflict, we need to know how to resolve that conflict to create harmony. In the outer world, our success depends upon our ability to work well with a variety of different people. In partnership, whether at work or in our most intimate relationships, partnership mastery is essential. The partnership cards that you draw will give you the information you need to create healthier, stronger partnerships. And so we got number 1. Oh, no, we didn't. Yeah, imagine and allow. That's right. Number 1. In order to achieve partnership with others, you first have to be comfortable and at home with all the aspects of yourself. It has been said that the cure for loneliness is solitude. As long as you are looking for someone outside of yourself to complete you, you will never find true partnership. But the minute you become delighted with yourself and learn to enjoy your own company, you'll be setting the stage for true partnerships with others. Cultivate a loving relationship with yourself. Be willing to be alone and enjoy your own company. Image note, the woman is enjoying herself and her surrounding. She is also casting seeds of potential futures out into the sea of possibility. I love that because we were at the beginning of this 2021, this 2020 decade, really. If you look at this whole decade as a whole, we're right at the beginning. Go. And so we have this ability now to create this union with our mind, body, and spirit that's going to shape our decade. So, and I love, 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 love that we just pulled this card. Isn't it always so cool how the cards just line exactly up with what are teaching us for the day? Today, reverse folding pose, number 9, and it's the 29th. Okay, I'm going to show you this picture. Reverse folding pose. Okay. The color is red. The quadrant is south. The chakra is the crown chakra. The statement, I easily flow with life. I will not break with the changing tides because I am flexible and flow gently and steadily. I am a drop of ocean water in the entire ocean. I see the vastness and the smallness of it all. I am it all. Good. Let's say that one more time. I easily flow with life. I will not break with the changing tides because I am flexible and flow gently and steadily. I am a drop of ocean water and the entire ocean. I see the vastness and the smallness of it all. I am it all. Good. The focus points are the feet and the ankles are parallel. Pull the chin out of the chest. Move the hands down the pole for a greater stretch. Come out of this pose slowly and gently. And the benefits is it stretches your hamstrings, improves circulation, promotes confidence, and this circulates the lymphatic system. Reverse folding pose is one of the poses that I recommend you using in the session when we're going upside down. So if you have a problem with any of the inverted poses, use either reverse or forward folding pose to help get your head upside down, to get that lymph system moving. This really helps your polarity be reset as well. Just like in the pole theory, when we go up, we go down. So this is that pose that you can get in there when you want to go, when you need a pose to go down if you can't do those inverted poses. And let's go over the pole theory one more time. What you do to one side, you do to the other. When you go up, go down, gently pull around, balance, breathe, hold the pose for at least 12 counts, practice for a balanced body. So remember, that's what we're doing here is we're following this pole theory. And so this is one of the amazing poses in that. And then I'm going to get to the pole and go over this pose. All right, I'm going to turning. There we go. All right. I think that was good. See my propane tank over there. It's so cold in here. Okay. Good. That looks good. All right, grab a drink of water if you need. And let's get to the pole. All right, I'm going to clear the space. Good. Good, and we're going to come into home pose. Oh, let me fix this and make sure we're still good here. Seems like my setup's a little off today. All right. Anytime we come to the pole, start in home pose. Just to take a moment to honor the space. Align our spine. Good. So to go into reverse folding pose, we're going to come down. So we're going to bring the back of the pole, our backs to the pole, and not touching the pole, not laying on it. And then we're going to come down, hold the pole between your thighs. You can start here just flat foot. Most people can get here. Now you take that head upside down, and to really give that neck a greater stretch, you can pull it up and bring it parallel to the ground, or you can leave the head all the way down. These are the variations. All the way down, or bring that neck up. So here's two different variations. Then we're going to come up on the tippy toes for a greater stretch. So if you feel good here, you can kind of open your feet up a little bit more, coming up. And then as you walk your hands down the pole further, you can get even further into reverse folding pose. And breathing. So that just depends on your own flexibility. And if I'm using this pose more than once in the flow, then I'll start further up with my hands. And then as my body warms up through the flow, the second or third time, I'll start walking down and going even further, getting that greater stretch the further I go into it. Also, you can add this variation where you float your hand up, or you're looking up at the ceiling and your hand is parallel with the pole. And when we open up, we're going to take our head and look up at the hand, coming up, looking up at the hand again. On the other side. Remember that pole theory, what you do to one side, you do to the other. You can also sway your hips here a little bit. You can walk your knees to get a greater stretch. And remember to breathe as you're doing these. And the really such an important part of reverse folding pose is how you're going to come up. Follow this pose with reverse table. And I've gotten a lot of questions about reverse table, so that's next week. But this one really needs to be followed up with reverse table. So we're going to go further into this pose next week. But if you're coming up from reverse angle and you come up quickly, you're going to notice that you get dizzy. So if you come up slowly, here, reverse table, let your blood start coming back down, let your breath come into alignment, pause here for those 12 seconds. And then as you're coming up, go really, really slow. And the last thing that's going to come up is your head. So that's really important to remember in reverse folding pose, is going as slow as you can as you're coming back up, back into alignment. You can come up into full moon pose after that. There's so many poses that you can come into to counter that reverse folding. Full moon is a great one to counter because as we close and then we open. So doing all the moon poses together, throwing in that folding pose, it's a great sequence that you can just put together if you just have a few minutes. All right, let me know if you have any other questions. I'm gonna look to see if we've had anybody drop any questions. I don't see anything. All right, I will see you here next week. I'm doing something totally different, the pole alchemy. So I will see you here Monday. So I'm so excited. It'll be 7:30. I'll see you then. Namaste.